Willie Macho Classen's life was one of struggle, ambition, and ultimately, tragedy. Born on September 16, 1950, in Santurce, Puerto Rico, he was part of the Puerto Rican diaspora that settled in New York City in search of a better life. Raised in the Bronx, Classen grew up in a tough neighborhood where opportunities were scarce, and the streets were often unforgiving. With limited education, leaving school after the third grade, his path was anything but easy. Like many young men in similar situations, he encountered legal troubles early in life, even serving time in jail. But despite his rough start, he found salvation in the sport of boxing. Encouraged by his mother to channel his energy into something positive, Classen entered the local boxing scene, where he quickly gained a reputation as a fierce competitor. His aggressive style and sheer determination made him a respected figure among fellow boxers and within the Puerto Rican community of New York. It was this toughness that earned him the nickname, Macho, a name that embodied his relentless spirit in and out of the ring. During the 1970s, Classen faced many highs and lows in his career. He was not the most polished fighter, but he made up for it with heart and grit. One of his most significant moments came when he fought future middleweight champion Vito Antuofermo. Although he lost, his performance in that match proved his resilience. By the late 1970s, Classen had suffered multiple losses, raising questions about whether he should continue fighting. But boxing was more than just a sport to him, it was his identity, his way of proving himself, and his means of survival. On November 23, 1979, he stepped into the ring once again, this time against Wilford Scypion at Madison Square Garden's Felt Forum. It was a fight that should never have happened. Classen was already showing signs of wear and tear, and many feared for his safety. As the match progressed, it became clear that he was taking too much punishment. In the 10th round, after enduring a series of brutal blows, he was knocked out. The damage was catastrophic. Classen was rushed to Bellevue Hospital, where doctors fought to save his life. But the injuries were too severe. 5 days later, on November 28, 1979, he passed away, another boxer gone too soon. His death shook the boxing world and reignited debates about fighter safety. Could his death have been prevented? Were proper medical precautions in place? The tragedy of Willie Macho Classen became a painful reminder of the risks that fighters take every time they step into the ring. His story is not just about boxing, it's about the cost of a dream, the sacrifices made for glory, and the fine line between determination and self-destruction. Willie Macho Classen's legacy continues to influence the sport, particularly through safety reforms implemented after his tragic death. These reforms include the requirement of an on-site ambulance at every boxing match and the Classen rule, which mandates that fighters must walk to the center of the ring at the start of each round. Today, Classen is remembered by those who knew him as a fighter with immense heart, someone who never backed down from a challenge. His legacy serves as both inspiration and cautionary tale, a reminder of the dangers of a sport where lives are always on the line. Willie Macho Classen's legacy continues through his son, Guillermo Will Classen Jr., who has dedicated his life to boxing and fitness. Inspired by his father's passion for the sport, he became a boxing coach, strength and conditioning specialist, and personal trainer. Today, Will runs Classen Boxing at the Cycle Studio in Satellite Beach, Florida, which he co-founded with partner, Samantha Hofer. The studio offers a mix of boxing and cycling classes, helping people of all fitness levels reach their goals in a supportive community environment. Will and Samantha took their partnership to the next level and got married, further strengthening their shared mission of empowering others through fitness and resilience. Through his work, Will continues to honor his father's memory, keeping the Classen name alive in the boxing world and inspiring future generations. Thank you for watching. If you found this story compelling, please comment below with your thoughts, like this video, and subscribe to the Every Bori YouTube channel for more stories on Puerto Rican figures who have left an indelible mark on history. Subscribe now to Every Bori and keep these stories alive.